Cheers, I do, buckaroos, and how the heck are you? Oh, my music just stopped as I hit start button. Anyways, how are you, man? So I've got the fireplace on my television going to warm up the house a little bit. That's the illusion, man. I like to watch the fireplace. Is that so wrong? Part of that's because the house I grew up in as a kid, we had this, Dad always said it was Palos Verde rock. Had this rock fireplace that was very nice. It's nice to look at, but it had this ledge, and during the cooler months, talking about California, so it's not all that cool. But anyway, during the fall and winter out there, as kids would sit on that ledge, and we'd watch the fire. But anyway, so I guess maybe that's why I like to watch the fire. It brings back a lot of memories. So I've got this one here from Schlafly. I bought their Stout Bout Box, and I tried 2 of them last night, so I'm going to try the other 2 today. A session stout and a dry hop stout. There's a latte stout left to go, but I popped this one first, a Mexican chocolate stout, 6%, 25 IBUs, and that's all they say about this. And I was having difficulty finding any information on their website. However, Mexican chocolate typically adds spice, cinnamon, so I'm looking for notes like that. Although I haven't, I poured it and I've taken a picture, but I haven't checked the aroma, I haven't checked the nose, or taken a drink yet. So we're going to learn together. Well, I was expecting to get a lot of cinnamon on the nose, to be honest, because, again, Mexican chocolate tends to have a lot of cinnamon, but I'm really not getting it. I am feeling chocolate, though. Like a sweetened baking chocolate kind of note on the nose. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. It's a little lighter than I would have thought or expected or had hoped, to be honest with you. But it's good. It's very mellow. The chocolate notes, the stout notes. I was really hoping for some pronounced cinnamon, to be honest with you, especially being labeled Mexican chocolate. Because if you ever had a Mexican hot chocolate or Mexican cocoa, yeah, it's got some cinnamon in it, man. Sometimes some other spice as well. Some of them tend to have mole-like notes, That's kind of what I was hoping for here. But labels aside and names aside, it is actually good. It's very good. It almost has that, milk stout kind of feel to it. It's a very creamy, very smooth chocolate flavor. It's a very pleasant chocolate flavor, I will say. Schlafly does some good stuff, and they're rather overlooked by serious beer snobs because they don't do a whole lot just clean out of the box. But what they've done since their inception is just make solid beer. And for someone like me, that's enough, to be honest with you. Quite frankly, I'm rather tired of trends. I'm rather tired of hipster beers. I would love for craft beer to get back to what it started as, which was just making better beer again, making American beer credible. And now it seems like everything has to taste like something. It has to be some kind of flavored something. It's got to be, this flavor, that flavor, the other flavor. So I would love to get beer back to being beer. Having said that, I mean, it seems like everything has to have a flavor these days. I mean, you've got tiramisu stouts, you've got chocolate peanut butter banana stouts. I mean, everything has to be flavored. Quite frankly, I'm a beer drinker, and I would love for beer to start tasting like beer again. But apparently, I'm in the old minority. I'm gonna get the okay boomer from my hipster millennial friends, even though I'm technically a Gen X. Seems like everybody's either a boomer or a millennial these days. Whether you're you're somewhere on one side or the other, seems to be you're either called a millennial or a boomer. There's nothing in the middle now. Of course, if you are a Gen X like myself, you know, you're used to nobody paying attention to you. We're like the middle child of generations. Gen X, the middle child of generations. I should have that in a t-shirt, right? Anyway, this is very good. I like this beer. But again, the point I was trying to make earlier is I tend to like just about everything Schlafly does. Not everything they do is memorable. Not everything, like I said, is way out of the box. But they just make good beer, and damn if that shouldn't get noticed. Like that utility infielder, you know, he's not going to start the game, but damn, if it wasn't for that guy hitting a double during the World Series, you'd have lost the game. It's time us utility infielders get some notice, damn it. Anyway, that's all I got. I got to get up and check on some food I got cooking. Going to do a late lunch, early dinner kind of thing here, and just kind of snack for dinner, I think. But I had a nice New York strip. Decided to get out, and we just do some baked potatoes and baked beans. Actually, kind of this old school classic, you know. Working class right after payday meal. You know, yeah, that steak once, right? Yes, yeah. I actually picked up this one a while back though. A local market was running a meat special, so we stocked up on a whole bunch of meat and had the steak in the freezer. So I pulled it out, decided I'd cook it today because I kind of felt like that kind of old school kind of meal. You know, the steak, baked potato, baked beans. Oh yeah, baby. Beer Whisperer got it going on today. Anyway. I digress. As I watch the fire on my television set, I keep telling my wife, "You need to get the little space heater, put it right there by the TV." It's stuck. Sorry about that. Anyway, sometimes I sneeze very loudly. It shakes the whole damn house. So it gives the illusion that the fire, you know, we're getting some heat from the television fireplace. But I love these fireplace videos, you know, you get on Netflix or YouTube, or I even have a DVD of one I go in every once in a while. But anyway, I digress. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. It is a nice beer. It doesn't quite have the flavors and aroma that the name, you know, led me to believe. However, having said all that, I don't find anything wrong with this beer at all. It tastes good. It feels good. The aromas are pleasant. Everything about this beer is good. So there you go. Once again, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. And there are some spice notes, but they're a little lighter than I'd kind of hoped, to be honest. Beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker. All right. Let's see. Well, cut. See, I got my lines messed up. See, my mind wandered. Cut and action. I am trying to be whisper. Beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor wisdom, man. All right, good guy. Cheers, y'all.